This is how gear ratios work. They're used to change the speed and force of motors to allow things like electric skateboards to zoom. This is the driver gear and this is the driven gear. It has a 1-to-1 gear ratio, which means that every time the driver gear spins once, the driven gear also spins once. The magic happens when we change the diameter of the gears. By making the driven gear twice as small, it now has a 1-to-2 gear ratio, which means that every time the driver spins once, the driven gear spins twice. By making the driven gear huge, it now has a 2-to-1 gear ratio, which means that every time the driver gear spins twice, the driven gear spins once. The gears also don't need to be touching each other. By using a belt, we can space them out. Here's an example. This is a massive motor, and it spins way too fast for me to connect directly to the wheel. So, I'm going to use a 3-to-1 gear ratio connected with a belt. So every time the motor spins 3 times, the wheel spins once. Yippee! Now follow for more knowledge.